Morning, folks. On a little corn. This is load 3. Just gotta fill 2 more to fill Dad's contract. Be a nice quick deal this morning. Oh man, it's a beautiful morning. Getting rid of the hat. It's getting up to 85 today. That's gonna feel a bit on the extremely warm side, wouldn't you say? 85 degrees. So on my last load, when I was pulling out of the North Farm, I saw a heifer. She had her head stuck. Told Dad about it. He went to fill up and he's like, yeah, it's pretty stuck. So we're gonna grab some tools, see if we can get that sucker out of there. We hope we never have to resort to it, but sometimes we just gotta cut the fence. I like to use a really nice blade to cut through as fast as I can. That looks like a decent one. Otherwise, hopefully, we can take a couple of the clips off, and that'll get us a little bit extra wiggle room. We've even used a bottle jack before. Spread the bars a little bit. So between these 3 tools, we should get something done. Not the worst case scenario right here. We're gonna start with this. See, right up between the brace. Get the rear end over? Yeah. Please. There we go. Now I was thinking maybe we go to the next post. Kind of get up against it. Oh, I better move. Nice. No new calves this morning. We just have 17 cows left to go. Some of the best health we've ever had. I think we treated one the other day, had a swollen knee, but that's about it. There goes Dad with load number 5. All right, folks, we might start planting next week. Depends on the weather. It does look warm. There's a couple cool nights. But there is one, oh man, I don't even want to bring it up. It seems like every time I bring it up, it disappears. But there is actually a big rain about 8 days away, which is quite a ways away to estimate whether it's going to come or not. We don't want little plants, maybe they don't even come out of the ground yet, to get hit with a big rain. That's not a great start. We're going to wait to get closer to that rain before we decide if we're going to plant. We're still pretty early. Anyway, since we're going to be planting soon, it's about time we get this big honking thing. I think I could fit in there. For sake of looking like a fool, I'm gonna climb in. I'm gonna climb in here. I don't know if I can get the lid. No, my legs are a little too long. But what I'm getting at is this thing's huge. Tiny, you could fit a couple tinies in here. But that gets mounted up front here. Got this from my brother. He's worked at Lakota here for probably 10 years. Oh, there's a picture of what it'll look like when you're standing on the back of the planter. Big old toolbox back there. I just started ranching and now I see some seed coming down the road really slow. I assume it's stopping here. Okay, I gotta drill a hole. Gotta drill 2 holes. And I think once we drill these holes, things are going to speed up here. Should be able to hold me, huh? Okay, so we got this arm here. You know, the weight from the toolbox is going to be sitting on this big frame. And then you got this little piece in here that I guess keeps, you know, if you hit a big bump, it keeps this thing from bouncing up. If I do, I think I did enough finger movements there. So the hard part was just drilling the hole and getting these in place. Had to put one shim in. They send you 8. I needed 1 on each side. So we get that tightened up, and then pretty soon we'll be lifting that big old toolbox. Where you at, big old toolbox? Up here. I dropped a nut a long time ago. There it is. I also see a leak. What's that coming from? Oh, just that big box. And you'll have that, I suppose. Oh! We're to the point where we're ready for the toolbox. Dad's watching some cattle sale online. And then when he's done with that, stick the forklift in there. And lift it up there and slide it off. Seems like a pretty safe way to do it. You know, Pa, on those extra big fields, we could put a couple extra bushel in the toolbox and just dip it out and keep planting.
I'd like that a lot.
You'd like that a lot, you say?
Yeah.
Who needs a seed tender?
What's the oil leak?
I didn't do it. A little bit, we'll start filling her full of extra wear parts. But first we need to hop down and put the whatever that thing down there is. Good thing I hopped down here without the hardware. Might be able to reach. We ran into one issue here. Went to put the handle back, but the electrical isn't long enough to reach to where it needs to go. So I got a piece of wire here. It's gonna work perfect. We just gotta cut it and reattach it, I guess. So I got some connectors and some electrical tape. Otherwise we wouldn't have our fancy light. We need our fancy light, don't we? Where should I cut it? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright. Just need to get that wire the rest of the way back connected. That's for when you're loading seed at night. You can see what you're doing. So that's kind of an important light right there. Okay, I got some items here to stock it up with. We got our floor mat here. I'm gonna start with the speed tube. So that's gonna be the oddest shaped thing. Old gauge wheel, don't know where that came from. 2 used slot openers and a used closing wheel. Over time, we're going to definitely add more stuff to this. And by the way, this is the most expensive piece, and it's a lot of plastic. I don't want that stuff banging on it. You know, over time, we're definitely going to add more stuff to it as we realize what we need. But this is a good start. It's the next day and it's way cooler. I got a winter coat back on. A fella by the name of Brandon sent me an email. He's wondered where we get our drive-through gates from. Right there. We get them from Storeless Station because Storeless Station's a dealer. He appreciated the information, and then he said he has his own company where he has dog beds. It's called Rigid Rover. He said he'd send me one. I hear what's fancy about these is they're water resistant. And they're made in the USA. Taney, what do you think of it? He says, let me out. I gotta take a leak really bad. It ain't good. Had to run a couple critters through quick, just like 6 of them. I'm having a hard time figuring it out. Oh, there you go. Just took that truck to Storeless Station, filled it with fuel, put about 105 gallons in there, over $4 a gallon. It'll be about 500 bucks in fuel in there. We were told we could keep hauling, and the conveyor was here, so we started pulling out of this bin. This is the 6th load out of this bin. It only holds 8,000 bushel. So when we get in on that 7th load, it's gonna start getting empty on us. It takes dang near an hour to fill up. It doesn't come out of this bin very fast, but that's why there's a chair here. The sweep is strategically located in the back of this shed, way over here. Just saw about 8 rats. So Dad's empty and headed back to the North Farm. I'm full. We're gonna stop here. We need a couple things. We need a jug of gas for the conveyor. Need a mask because I'm about to get in the bin, and a nice shovel.
Go through mud.
over the last 2 days, we've hauled 13 loads of corn. Nice to get that bin almost cleaned out. This is our last alfalfa bale over here. I'm not gonna make it. Gonna have to haul some more. Feed these cows before they're let out to pasture. The pastures look green. They're growing a little, but you know, I think if we don't get rain for another 2 weeks and it stays warm, I think they're gonna start going backwards and turning brown. It's dry. Hey, that's a nice extension cord. Where have you been hiding? The things you find. What else we got in here? Doohickey. Muffler. Hey, there's some keys. Now, what are those keys to? We may never know. Hope you enjoyed watching this video, folks. We'd love to see you next time. Have a good one.